Hi, I'm Newomaster, and in this video I will showcase my first programmable 8-bit redstone computer. It is not very big, because it is my first version and it cannot do very much. And as I told already, it is programmable. This is the program memory, and each of these lines are for one instruction set, and in each instruction set are instructions that are written on these signs here. You can basically write to B memory or A memory that are down there that I will show later. You can write it directly, or you can write to memory manually, which I show later also. You can update the screen. You can control the memory, which I will also show later. You can do some inputs from the ALU that are feedback. You can control the ALU, and you can shut down the computer. Basically, after the clock gets to its last instruction set line, it automatically shuts itself down. Okay, so onto the memory. These lines are the inputs for the memory, and if these lines get any signal, it automatically writes into the memory. And there are multiple torches that can be enabled to write into the memories. There are two memories. Each of them are 8-bit, and A memory is connected to the A input of the ALU, and the B memory is connected to the B input of the ALU. I will talk later about the ALU. Okay, the memory has 5 functions. First, you can copy information from B memory to E memory. You can copy information from A memory to B memory. You can clear B memory, you can clear A memory, you can clear them both. Not manually, only from the program memory. And you can enable memory read, which what it does is just retracts these pistons, so information gets sent into the AIO. As I see, some information is in the memory, so I will reset the computer. Yeah, resetting the computer just sends a line into this instruction set. This is just a reset computer. It doesn't do anything else, it just resets the computer, shuts down the clock. And this line is not connected into the clock. Okay. How I made the function that you can copy from one memory to another is, I think, very simple. How it works is just these pistons retract, so what is in the memory gets sent to these lines that later end up into the other memory's input. Okay. And what it actually does is retract these pistons, send the information to the other memory, and in the same time clear the other memory, so if any information is in there, it gets deleted and new information can come into it. Well, it could come into it anyways, but it just overwrites it, and if something is already into it, it stays in. So you have to clear it first if you want to input something into it. Okay. Yeah. So this ALU design is not mine, where some of it. Uh, how I made it is I watched some YouTube videos about how other people made ALUs in Minecraft, and I made my design on based on their design. It only has two functions, addition or subtraction, which you can control from the program memory here. ALU controls ALU subtraction or addition. These lines go in directly into this memory, and if this gets a signal, it goes further, and if there is information coming into the no if there is signal coming into the ALU on these lines, it negates the ping input and carries in one. I labeled it as add one because basically it's adding one. Here you can see this is the carry in of the this full adder here. You can also control the subtraction or the addition from here, and this is also directly connected into this memory here. After the ALU, the ALU's output goes to two places. First, it goes down here and on these lines into this little memory. This is just a memory to memorize the ALU's output, so later you can use that data to write back into the memories. You can choose to write to A memory or B memory, and it is also connected to the program memory here, the ALU feedback. This is not on the manual input because I didn't have any space to put it somewhere, and I didn't want it to reconstruct everything here, so you cannot use that function manually. And the other place that the ALU output goes is the screen memory that just sends the data into this binary to BCD decoder. That is again somewhat my design. I saw somebody on YouTube make a design like this. This is one module, and I stacked them like this because it was the smallest way I could stack them. And after I made this, I saw another design, so that's what I'm going to use in my next redstone computer. The ALU is, I don't know who's from, but I will probably write it into the video after I'm done recording. The next binary to BCD decoder I'm going to use in my computer is from Newomaster because he made a very small design. So after the the binary data is decoded, it is sent to the 7-segment display. Basically, this here is a this is a BCD to decimal decoder that I saw the design in a 32-bit redstone computer that I think a German guy made. He called the calculator 32-bit Binärrechner. I don't know if I said that right, but I don't know German, so sorry. And so that's not my design. And the 7-segment display is, well, I think is my design, but I don't like. I think this design is based on the design that this German guy used in his calculator. And what else is here? The clock. This is just a basic clock that every once in a while sends a signal to all these pistons here, and I can show you how it works just by starting it. Right now there is a Fibonacci sequence calculator in the program memory that is going to run in the background, but I'm not going to care about that. I just want to show the clock. So so signal came into this piston that activated all these pistons down here, and it's a Minecraft glitch that these pistons don't retract. What is it a glitch? I don't know really. Well, they don't retract, but go they push the block and retract so fast that these repeaters cannot send a signal instantly. So if it gets one signal, only one piston will stay like that. Oh. Okay, and after that this is just a one tick generator, and after that is a repeater extending that signal, so every instruction set line just sends a little short pulse into the calculator, as you saw right there. It just went out for a moment, and that was just enough time to send the instructions into the calculator. And there is hard programming this calculator. If it gets there, fine. This line here, there is the most right line here, sends a signal here into the clock that stops the clock, and to prevent the clock from accidentally not stopping, I made this memory here that gets a signal and keep this piston activated. So after the signal goes through all these repeaters, the memory resets and the piston retracts. I'm going to reset the computer again because I think something must have stayed in the memories. Okay. So I think that's it for the computer. I will show how the manual instruction works. The most interesting part is here, the input for numbers. You can choose any number you want between 0 and 255, and if you accidentally activated a number that you didn't want it, you can turn that off, because here are T flip-flops that you can activate. And when you send data to A or B memory, all the T flip-flops get extended. Well, the pistons get extended and they push these redstone blocks out. So I had to make this part here that blocks any input to the memories, so only the data that you want to send gets sent to the memories, not the resetting of the T flip-flops. I can show you from this angle. All the T flip-flops extended and sent signal, but this blocked it. So data goes through these wires into these two so data goes from these wires into these AND gates here, and when you press either of these buttons here to write to A or B memory, then these AND gates send the data through. So that's how I made it, that you can write to either of these memories. This could be extended to infinity, so you just have to extend these lines and put more AND gates that way. Okay, and just for demonstration, I already inputted something into a memory. Yeah, okay, and I will input a smaller number into B memory, like 12. When you do it anything manually, you have to enable memory read. So the value is an addition right now, and I can update the screen. And now we just added those two numbers together that were in the memories. So I also can subtract 12 from the number that was originally in A. I don't know what that was. We will find out. If I'm right, that was 48. That was in memory. Okay, and for last, I will run the Fibonacci sequence program that I programmed into the calculator. It is going to take like a minute to finish, and I will fly up here so the entirety of the computer can be seen. The screen will be flickering a lot because the binary to BCD decoder is not synchronized, and I think it will continue calculating after 233 because I messed up the program somewhere and I didn't fix it. Okay, so the calculator finished calculating the sequence and it will... Oh, that must mean I have already fixed the program. Okay, I will reset the computer again, so the... and if anything is in the memories, that will get cleared. That was it for my 8-bit computer showcase. Thanks for watching.